Okay. Two aspects are very important in any programming language. What are those two aspects? First one is understanding replies from computer, or in other words, that is understanding outputs. Okay, and presenting input, or I'll write in the brackets your problem. To the computer. First of all, you should know how to interpret outputs or how to generate outputs, or generating outputs. Okay, so this is the point from where we are going to start the programming. Okay, so any programming language, let's say computer helps you solve your problem. You are there, computer is there, problem is there. In order to talk to the computer and present your problem to the computer so that it can solve the problem, you need a language which both computer and you understand. That type of language is called programming language. Our programming language is Python. Now, when we have the programming language, when we know the programming language, now we should be in a position to understand how to generate output using our programming language and how to provide input to your computer using this programming language. So we are going to start with outputs in Python. That is how to generate outputs in Python. How to generate outputs on console. What is console? Anyone? Yes. Anyone here? What is a console?
Sir, it's a desktop in which you receive outputs, through which you receive outputs.
See, there is a difference. Do you intend to say screen or desktop?
Sir, I would say the screen from
Screen.
which you receive.
See, desktop is your entire computer.
No,
desktop is a type of computer, which you can keep on your desk.
Yes.
Right. Its name suggests desk on the top of desks. Okay. Yes. So if you mean to say screen, you're absolutely right. Okay. Console means don't go for the gaming consoles and all. Not in that terms exactly. But I purely mean console or the screen of the computer. Console. You can also call it monitor and screen. Why when I am discussing, I'll be writing as many technical terms as possible along with the generally used terms so that you don't get confused. Even in the books, you will see console at times, monitor at times, screen at times. So I have written all the three terminologies here using Python. So we have seen that in order to use computers, you should be well aware of two things: getting outputs from it and providing inputs from to it. Then later we will come to processing part and how computer. पहले बात करना तो सीख ले. First of all, let us understand how to talk to the computers. ठीक है, and in order to talk to anyone, you should know how to convey message to him or her. That means how to present your input. Okay, and you should know how to understand what people says or how to get output from that person. Then only a successful conversation can take place. उसके बाद की बात तो बाद में आएगी कि how, what do you want from the person, how will the person help you. First, conversation is important. So we will start with the two very important aspects of conversation, that is giving your input and taking output from the entity you wish to converse with. Okay, on this note, we are starting with how to get outputs or how to generate outputs using Python. Okay, so for that, for generating output, we use what is known as print function. Okay, this is called print function. Now, print is okay. Print means printing something on the screen. But what is function? If you ask me right now, I will say I don't know. So right now, I'll only suggest that you understand that in order to display anything on the screen or the computer or the monitor using Python program, you use what is known as print function. So what is function? We are going to learn. Yes, we will be learning, but not now. Some later point of time, once we are done with, to be honest, this is the first chapter of, or the first topic of your class 12. So we are not going to dive into function straight away, but understand that print is a function. Now you may ask, sir, is this the only function? My answer is no. There are many functions that we will be seeing gradually. Even maybe in next few classes also we'll learn few functions. But how do we know that anything is a function? Okay, print is a function. I'll write note any word in Python. This is a very layman definition. Do not write anywhere. Just for your understanding, as of now, I am giving this definition. This definition is a very crude definition. Okay, so just for the sake of understanding, I am writing. Okay, actually, you will understand the full definition later point of time. So any word in Python immediately followed by opening and closing brackets. Opening and closing, not brackets. I'll write opening and closing round brackets, round or simple brackets. Is a function. Okay.
So, sir, basically, like in database, we had semicolon. So here it is.
No, not like that. Okay, it's a different thing. You will be getting many things which will not be having brackets after it. Okay. So just for now, understand any word immediately followed by. That means even after T, there should not be any space. Okay, T of print. So any word in Python that you will come across which will be having no space after it, and immediately after it brackets, round brackets, that is the round ones, or the which is also known as simple brackets, open and close, you will say that that is a function. Why it is a function, why is it called so, we are not going into the details of that. Of course we will be getting into the details of that, but not now. So why is print a function? Because immediately after T of print, you can see a bracket starts and bracket closes. Is it clear? Can you see here if I mark this one?
Yes,
everyone? Okay. Right. So I'll write another technical term now. The brackets in the function are called parentheses. What is it called?
Parenthesis.
Parenthesis. Good. You should be in the habit of repeating after me. Okay, so that you are comfortable with that. So now if somebody asks you, how do you identify merely by looking at anything in, this is not only in Python, in all programming languages. Okay, so immediately after looking at it, how do you understand that anything is a function? So all the programming languages follow this rule. So if after, rather most of the programming languages, if after any word you see opening and closing brackets, that is, if after any word you find parenthesis, that means it is a function. Clear? Yes, everyone should reply.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Pooja, you're there?
Yes, sir.
Ruchika?
Yes, sir.
Clear now? Okay, good. Fine. So this is, now we will dive into programming. Now we will start. So where to write your Python codes? One or two of you had problems in installation. Were you able to resolve? I think I don't remember exactly.
So Bharat and Prithvi.
Huh?
Bharat and Prithvi had problems, sir.
Yes, Bharat. Yes, Bharat and Prithvi. Were you able to resolve the problems? Are they there?
Yes, sir.
So were you able to install?
No, sir.
No. See, both of you sent that image. Now it says you need to update your operating system. Maybe on Windows 7, that version that you are having, the Python is not compatible with that. Don't worry, I'll give you a workaround. Not today. Okay, today just follow what I'm saying. I'll give you one of my machines which I have created on cloud. You can log into that machine and you can practice Python there also. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay, good. Fine. So now how we will start? So if you have installed others, just follow the screen, type CMD, command prompt, which is known as command prompt, click enter. The moment your command prompt opens, okay, the moment your command prompt opens,
Sir, we should do this.
you can do it with me parallelly if you have it. Okay, so, or else you can practice later also, no problem. But first of all, understand. So if you open command prompt and if you have already installed Python, those who have joined today, I will again post the video how to, that's a 2-3 minutes video, how to install Python on your computer. Once you have installed Python on your computer, this is how you are going to start. I'll repeat again. Go to search in the Windows, type CMD, command prompt. You will see one option. Open it. Once it is opened, and once you have already followed the steps I showed in the video, write there Python and press enter. Right. So now you have entered into Python. You can see this triple arrow coming up. This is known as Python prompt, PROMPT. This is the place where you can write your Python commands. So once your Python prompt appears, you are good to write your Python program. So I'll write here. Just a minute. Okay.
Sir, could you show the screen again, sir?
1 minute. I'll come back. Yeah, I'll come back. Python prompt appears on command prompt once you type Python and press enter. Press enter is this symbol. I'll be using timer again. So once you type Python and press enter key, Python prompt will appear, which will look like this. And here in front of it, you are going to write commands. I'll come back to.
Sir, so all small letters we should type.
Yeah, Python is case sensitive.
Okay.
That means small
Yes.
letters and capital letters are treated differently. Okay. So I'll write maybe that also so that you can remember. Python is case sensitive. Case sensitive means uppercase and lower cases are treated differently. Uppercase means capital letters. Lowercase means small letters. So we should not say capital letters and small letters. These are the layman level language. In computers, you will always say uppercase and lowercase. Okay. So small a is different than capital A. Okay. Now see, these three arrows have appeared. That means you have entered inside Python software. Okay.
So the same thing came for me too.
Achha, you have reached
Yes, sir.
that position. Good.
Yes.
Now we will learn how to instruct Python. Arpit, what error are you getting? Can you post your image on the chat, in the chat, screenshot maybe? We will see. Meanwhile, I am explaining.
It's telling, sir, Python is not recognized as an internal or external command.
Okay, okay. Those who are getting that message, Python is not recognized as an
Yes.
internal and external command. What they may do right now, they may, in the search, yes, Arihant, I understood what is the problem. I'll explain you later. But for now, what you can do is you can type IDLE and press enter. Those who are getting Python is not recognized as an internal and external command, they can go in the search bar, type IDLE and press enter. That is a shortcut button sort of thing that will directly take you to the command prompt. Can you see if I show you
Yes, sir, now
parallel?
it came.
Exactly the same thing. So it takes you, it's a shortcut to this Python prompt. Can you see the three arrows appearing, the same text below above it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so both will work exactly fine. Either you use CMD or IDLE. IDLE is just a shortcut to command prompt to directly take you to Python. For now, you take it in that way. Okay, so done. Now this is coming, right? So whatever I am doing, those who are not able to open on CMD may directly try those same exact same things on what you say is your IDLE. Okay, fine. So in order to instruct the computer to display any message, now I am telling you displaying any message. How do you know a thing is a message? Displaying message. How will computer know that anything is a message? Okay. So first of all, before we see how to display message, let me tell you what all things you can display in computer using print. Okay. So print is here. Okay. Using print you can display messages. The technical term for messages is strings. Okay, messages are all, what are messages? English like sentences. Okay, so you can display English like sentences or English sentences you can write. Okay, or you can also say alphanumeric values, or alphanumeric values means combination of alphabets and numbers or both. Okay, rather combination of alphabets or numbers or individually pure alphabets or pure numbers, you can do that. Alpha numeric values. Okay. Second is you can display pure numbers. So I'll write numeric values. And third thing that you can display using print is result of expression. Okay, result of expression. Fine. So we will start with this is going to be our focus. Okay, focus on this right now. Focus on this. And first we are going to take up this, then we are going to see this, and finally we are going to see this. So we are now starting with displaying messages, or more appropriately displaying strings. Now, how does computer understand that anything is to be treated as a message or a string? Okay, so I'll write, question is, how does Python software know that anything is to be treated as message, or more appropriately string? Okay, so that is English like sentences, which may be combination of alphabets, numbers, okay, or pure alphabets. So how does Python know that? The answer is anything enclosed within single or double quotes. You know what is quotes? Inverted commas. Double quotes. Okay. Double quotes is treated as strings or messages by Python. Okay. There is a triple quote also. We will not deal it with that now. I'll write in bracket triple quote also later. We will take this up later. Don't try to explore about it. Okay, there is a triple quote also, but we will deal with it later. So anything that you enclose within single or double quote, okay, both, you can use both. It's up to you. Choice is there. Okay, either you use single quote or double quote. Okay, so for example, example, let's say you have hello. This is example 1. Another example can be in double quotes. Same thing you can write in, it's up to you whether you write in single quotes or whether you write in double quotes. Both are same for Python. It will understand both are sort of messages of strings. Or you can even write long sentences. How are you? Okay. Question mark. Within single quotes or within double quotes, up to you. Okay. So such sequences, or you can even write. Okay. Give me a minute. There is a message from school. Let me check that.
Sir, can it be a single character?
Of course, it can be a single character. Okay. Yeah. Let's say, when I say alphanumeric, you can use numbers inside also. You can use something like address also. What is this? Can anyone tell? It's a very famous thing.
Sir, Hitler's address.
Hitler's address.
Sir, Sherlock Holmes home.
Sherlock Holmes address, correct. Okay. So any alphanumeric, is it not an alphanumeric sequence? Alphabets are also there, numbers are also there. So addresses, English like words and sentences, computer won't apply. See, Python won't apply it logic. If you put anything within quotes, it will take it as pure sentences and it will not do anything else. It will just treat it as sentences or strings to be more correct or technical. Okay, so now as we saw that we can display messages or strings on the screen using print. Okay, so if I take you to the previous page, print can display these 3 types of values. That is alphanumeric values, which is messages or the strings, numeric values, and result of expression. So we will be today taking up how to display messages or alphanumeric values or strings using print. Okay, so if you have to display on the computer good morning, what we are going to do? Our objective is, let's say, display good morning on the screen, on the console or screen. Wherever I write console, it's a screen. So what you are going to do is on Python prompt, either on IDLE or CMD, you are going to write print. Remember that Python is case sensitive, so capital P will result in error. Print, immediately after it, parenthesis open, and whatever you have to display on the screen shall be put inside the parenthesis. Good morning.
Sir, space is allowed?
Space is allowed. No, where I have given space? I have not given space anywhere. After print immediately. See, listen, one more thing I told you, this won't work. Why? Strings should always be enclosed within single or double quotes. Do not forget this, else it will result in error. Okay, so if you do this, or if you do this, print, both are equivalent, double quotes. good morning. Okay, check it out. Let's check it out. See, can you see my screen, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Double quotes I am giving first. Good. In whatever way you give, it will print exactly in that same way. And you see, it replied back by simply printing one line. Good morning. Okay. Now, I can change this to single quotes. Can you see good morning appearing again? This exactly in the same way. So that means single quote or double quote most of the time won't make any difference. I'm saying most of the time. I'll tell you where the difference will come. So, but for now you can take both will work exactly in the same way. Let's say if we remove space, what should happen? What will happen?
Good morning without space.
Without
Good
space.
morning without space, because we have already said whatever message or string you give to the computer, it will take it as it is without applying any brains to it. Good morning without space. Okay, even you can do with the double quotes the same thing. Will it matter if I write good morning 2 plus 2? Will it print good morning 4?
No, sir.
Then what it will print?
2 plus 2.
Good morning,
sir.
2 plus 2.
Yeah, again, why? Because whenever
There is no
the
equal
moment you
sign.
put, the moment you make anything a string by putting it inside single or double quote, computer takes it as it is, literally. Whatever you have given in the same way, it will take it and will never change it. Yeah. Is this basic thing clear to all? Yes, even
Yes, sir.
Rolwin and Vijay, both of you have joined for the first time. We have just started with the programming. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sir.
Ruchika and others as well, you may reply.
Sir,
Yes,
here characters and string are the same.
See, Ilham, right?
Yes, sir.
One thing I'll tell you. Sir, just a minute, I'll get back to you. Ullas is asking, sir, what if you want to print a message with quotes? We will come to that. Ullas will come to that. One thing I'll discourage in every possible way. Forget about what you have learned in any other language, even Java, or do not go for prior reading. Okay, that will confuse you. Come to me like a blank slate. Okay, blank slate means forget about whatever you have read, character type in Java, char is there, string is there. So there is no correlation here. Forget everything because we are studying Python. So we will purely focus on Python from scratch. Okay, so that will confuse you. So don't try to correlate with Java as of now. Okay, so there is no character type in Python. Everything is string. So if you want to write a single character, you can do it. See, I'll only print G. There is no absolutely no problem. Okay, so there is specifically no separate type. We won't focus on character type separately most of the times. And whenever we have to do it, I'll explain. And what way we have to do it, I will explain. Okay. Yes, Ullas, we'll come to that, to your point, but a bit later. So is it clear how to print messages using print?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good.
Yes, sir.
So now one more thing about print. So we have seen print can also be used to display more than one messages at the same time. Okay, what do I mean by that? You can display more than one message or string using single print. How do we do that? It's very simple. Each string or message inside print, inside parenthesis of print, parenthesis of print must be separated by comma. Comma. That means you can use something like this on the Python prompt. Print you can write hey, and then second message you can write after separating by comma. How are you? And close. So this way you can use as many messages separated by comma as you want. Okay. For example, another example I'll give you. Print. You can use double quotes also. Hello there. You can use both in one single, even single next message or string can be in single quotes also. Hello there. Where have you been? Been. And third can be, space is not there, so I'm writing on the next line. That can again be in double quotes. So it's up to you. All double quotes you want to use for messages or one double quote, single quote, it's up your preference. Let's meet. Let us meet. And then close. So as many messages as you want, you can go on writing after separating by comma, but all the messages should be enclosed within double or single quotes. Let us check this out, the last thing for today, and then we'll wrap up. But yes, you should practice. So we can write print hello there, comma, how are you? Anything, I'm just writing it randomly. You can then have the third one in single quotes also, no problem. How are you? Let us meet. Okay, so you have three messages here, but remember when you are printing more than one message or more than one string within single print, by writing it inside the parenthesis, then each of the messages or string must be separated by comma. Let us observe what happened.
Sir, in let us meet, the first is in one.
Okay, yeah, my bad, correct. Now, is it correct?
Yes, sir.
So, hello there, how are you? Let us meet. Now, can you observe one thing here? Any observation?
Sir, except comma, all punctuation marks are applied.
Except comma, all punctuation marks are applied. Good. Anything else?
Sir, there is space between the words.
I have written the space between the words. I have given the space, no? How space are space you. Let space us space meet.
Space between each string, sir. Like,
Correct. Very good. There is space between each string. So wherever comma is used as a separator, if here you can see the default separator that is applied is space. So wherever comma is there, Python will automatically supply or insert one space, because see, after E there is a full stop, and after full stop there is no space. So shouldn't H of how start immediately after full stop of there? It should, but Python on its own inserted one space. So similarly, after the end of the question mark of the second string and before the starting of the third string, where there was comma, it inserted one space. Okay, so this entire thing that you are seeing here, wherever comma is used as a separator, their default separator will be space. So I'll write it here, and that will be the concluding remarks for today. Python will provide space, that is single space, as default separator. Okay, in between each string or message. Is it clear? Whatever we discussed today, everyone,
Yes,
everyone
sir.
should.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So just a minute. Let me go back to. Yeah. Abhay, Aditya, Ankit, everyone, Aryant, Ayush.
Yes,
Ayush,
sir.
you are very
Yes,
quiet.
sir.
Clear, sir.
Okay. So
Yes, sir.
practice it all. Practice करोगे ये सबको. Bharat, Gaurav also. Shivam also did not reply. Not a single time today. Yes, Aryant, attendance. Thank you. I'll take that. Pooja, Ruchika, did you all get this concept? How to display message? Very simple things we have seen today.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
great. So fine, practice it out today, and I'll send this whiteboard also to those who have joined today. Please go through the previous videos. That is important. Not programming in pure sense, but that is important. Okay, then you can leave.
Thank you,
Thank you,
sir.
sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
So one thing, what should we write in the
Thank you, sir.
classwork, sir?